What's going on, everybody? I'm back after a few day hiatus. I apologize, but I am here now, and today we're going to be reviewing Ant-Man, a movie that I've been waiting for ever since Edgar Wright was attached to direct it, as well as all of you have been waiting for. Now, everybody's been wondering, is Ant-Man Marvel's first bomb? And I would say hell no, because this movie is awesome. Now, if you have not seen the movie yet, put this video on your watch later list and go watch Ant-Man, because I will describe the plot kind of in detail of this movie. Alright? 3, 2, 1. Alright. So for those of y'all who have seen Ant-Man and now have about to watch my review, the plot of Ant-Man is we see Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man of course, recruiting Scott Lang, okay, who just been released from prison, who's trying to turn his life around for his daughter and make a better life for himself and her, as well as to prove himself to his ex-wife and her fiance, who was also a cop and kind of a douchebag in the beginning. And he needs him to break in and steal the Yellow Jacket project, basically. And the Yellow Jacket is a suit that, of course, the guy who's now in the charge of Hank Pym's company alongside his daughter, yeah, because his daughter voted to have his ass kicked out. That's bad, man. That's bad. Your own daughter got you kicked out of your own fucking company. Anyways, before he can get the suit, basically take the suit and use it for the wrong intentions, basically. So here we have our heist movie. This movie is pure fucking fun. I love Ant-Man. And here's the kicker, folks. Here is the kicker. Ant-Man is now the new Iron Man. What am I talking about? It is the second best story-driven movie, besides Winter Soldier, of course, but Winter Soldier is more of an action piece. This is all about the story. Just like the very first Iron Man, you had your snippets of action and all that good stuff. You had the comedy relief. But what was Iron Man's main focus? The story. And guess what? Ant-Man is no fucking different. It's all about the story. You're not going to get the Avengers 3.5, 800 times Mega Deluxe version. No. You're going to get a movie all about what the movie's going to be about. The father-son, father and daughter type relationship. And that goes full circle, because you got the father and son for Scott Lang and Hank Pym. You got the father and daughter for both Hank Pym and Scott Lang's daughters. And then you got the father and son with Hank Pym and the Yellow Jacket himself, basically. They too have history in this movie. I like that. I fucking like that. Especially the part where I keep forgetting his name, so I was going to call him Yellow Jacket. Where Yellow Jacket talks to Hank Pym, he says, "What did you see in me?" And he says, "I saw myself. So why did you get rid of me, basically? Because I saw too much of myself." I'm like, damn, that's deep shit. That is fucking deep. That is deep, man. And I love the way these characters are written. These are strong, well-written characters, especially the daughters. Even the little kid, she's so fucking cute. She is so fucking adorable. I love his daughter in this movie. I wish she was my own. She really put the stick where it needed to be for Scott Lang and his character choices in this movie. And I really do love that part. I really enjoyed the part where his daughter, Hank Pym's daughter, I keep forgetting her fucking name. I know she's played by Evangeline, Lilly, of course, but she wants to volunteer for the project because she can whoop that ass pretty fucking good. But he doesn't want her to do it. And there comes a time where she gets mad and he gets mad. Who's there to fix everything? Scott Lang. So what's he do? He tells her the best line I think I ever heard in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that actually stuck with me. Your father would rather lose everything than lose you. That was fucking amazing. I love that line because it set up the rest of the whole goddamn story arc between the father, her and Hank Pym. So that was cool. Unfortunately, just like mostly all the other movies except Winter Soldier, Yellow Jacket is kind of a throwaway villain. Marvel, why can't you get your villains right, man? You got all your fantastic heroes. You put all this effort into all your heroes and your heroes. I want to see the villains get their time to shine too. I want to see a decent developed villain. Winter Soldier was kind of like the second coming of Loki in a way. And what do I mean by that? I mean because they were the only two that actually had some type of depth of where they came from, and they were the only two strong villains in your entire cinematic universe. Because just like Iron Man 1, that villain was wasted too, unfortunately. And you had a fucking, what was his? You had Bridges. Was it Bo? Bo Bridges? Yeah, Bo Bridges. That was his brother. That was Jeff's brother. Yeah, one of the Bridges is in your movie. And he was just wasted. Just like in Iron Man 2, where you wasted Whiplash. I'm like, but at least Yellow Jacket got some stuff done. At least. Okay? I will say that. I will say that. All in all, though, I loved Ant-Man. This movie was just great. It had everything I needed. Character development. A very good, very fucking to the T CGI, somewhat makeup Michael Douglas at the very beginning of this movie. Holy shit. I ain't never seen him look like that in a long ass time. And I was like, man, if Michael Douglas looked like that today, holy shit, man. Holy shit, that was some good ass CGI. And they actually had emotion in that CGI face. So that was even cool. That was cool. That right there. When I saw that shit, I'm like, oh shit, this is millions of dollars paid the fuck off. As if Michael Peña wasn't enough, because Michael Peña's fucking awesome in this movie. Holy shit, Michael Peña was fucking hilarious. Him, T.I., who I never liked T.I. in anything. But he was hilarious. You got the guy from the guy from the Dark Knight in this movie. He's one of Scott Lang's friends. He's the third guy with the accent. He was fucking awesome. You had 3 over-the-top characters that just really filled the comedy relief and really made the movie that much more fun just watching. And that's what I fucking love about going to a movie that I know will not suck. I love the fact when I go to a movie that I know will not suck, I'm going to come out here A, satisfied, B, more entertained than I am going in, and probably laughing my ass off still coming out of that motherfucking theater. Coming home, all I kept thinking about was Michael Peña's dumbassness. Oh my god, you have no idea how much fun I had watching Ant-Man. And I love the Spider-Man reference. That I know it wasn't offbeat Spider-Man reference, because Spider-Man wasn't yet signed to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I like the fact that when they got to that line, they broke it in 2 sections. You know, we got a guy that swings, we got a guy that climbs up walls. You know, it's not like directly swings and climbs up walls. No, you got one guy that swings, you got the other guy that climbs up walls. It could be anybody in the cinematic universe. But now that Spidey's kind of got his foot inside his house, it all makes fucking sense. To the point where Michael Douglas says, oh, and where Scott Lang was talking about the Avengers, and he says, oh, maybe it's a good time to call the Avengers. Oh, what, so they can drop another city and blow that shit up too? That put all... As if the Age of Ultron did not shut up all the people that bitched about all the destruction caused in Man of Steel, and not one of them complained about all that destruction in the fucking Avengers too. Michael Douglas calls that shit out. And I'm like, yes. Fucking yes. Who needs the Avengers when they're just gonna fucking blow everything up, right? You know, since they didn't do a good job at saving people, you know, they still let shit blow up and all that stuff, right? But nobody complained about that, so I'm glad they actually touched upon that in this movie, so that was even more awesome. All in all though, Ant-Man's a great time. You really need to check this movie out. If you haven't yet, what the fuck you watching me for? Go watch Ant-Man right now. Giving this movie an A. 2015 is being one of the best years for movies right now. I can't wait for 2016. That's going to be even fucking better. Let me know what you guys think about Ant-Man down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I shall see you guys in my review for not only Battleground 2015, but of course Selfless, which I saw the other day. Catch you guys later.